A spot in the district title match is up for grabs tonight with a pair of longtime county rivals awaiting their chance to earn a spot into Saturday's final. It's number 2 in state-ranked Ontario and the 3rd-seeded Lady Colts of Clear Fork. Division II girls soccer district semifinals action is on the way right here from Lexington. Coming your way next.
As we have seen the opportunity.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Girls tournament soccer action from the Lexington Soccer Complex about to go down. Two teams very familiar with one another, MOAC rivals, Clear Fork and Ontario on the way. My name is Brian Skronsky, joined by Jesse Ryder, and man, what a fun matchup we have here, Jesse. Two great teams with excellent coaching staffs that have been in place for a long time when you look on both sidelines. Let's begin with Brittany Bechtel and her Lady Colts, back in districts for a fourth straight year. But Ontario kind of been their kryptonite a little bit when they've gotten into tournament play. What do you think Clear Fork needs to do, get over the hump, and upset Ontario tonight?
Yeah, Brian, this has been something we've kind of been waiting for all season, is this matchup in the district semis to see who's going to advance to play Madison. So what a night it's going to be. A lot of fun stuff to happen tonight. You know, certainly when they met earlier in the year, Ontario, I won't say dominated the game, but certainly had a good control of the game. But a lot of that was through Kyla Spencer. I believe 2 goals, 2 assists, and Ontario won 4-0. So I think she is out tonight with COVID quarantine. So we're looking at a Clear Fork team who I think, as we talked about this year about Clear Fork, they keep getting better. They are young. They are a lot of freshmen will see the field tonight. So they are a young team. And I think the more they play, the better they get. So here, I think tonight, the longer the game stays 0-0, the more it's going to favor Clear Fork. They're going to feel like they belong. They feel like they have a chance to win. I think if Ontario wants a chance at winning, they have to strike early and keep getting quality shots on goal. For Clear Fork, it's just defend. They've struggled to score goals at times. Defend well and take care of those opportunities you get going forward. I think they're going to find themselves in for a great game tonight.
On the other side, Lady Warriors, led by head coach Larry Atkinson. I believe this is their 12th straight appearance here in the round of districts. But as mentioned, no Kyla Spencer, a first-team All-Ohioan as a freshman last year as a sophomore, leads the team 23 goals, 13 assists. She is out in quarantine. Can the Lady Warriors make up for their production that they are losing right there? We'll find out. Big shoes to fill.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of those games that it becomes the highlight of the season. You know, it's at Lexington, so it's a bit of a neutral site, but good crowd here. It's a little bit different with some of the COVID restrictions, but still a good crowd of people here, masked up and ready to cheer on their team. So I'm excited to see some good soccer tonight between these two teams who are very familiar with each other.
Clear Fork definitely has improved a lot from the beginning of the year because, as mentioned, a lot of freshmen out here, tons of young kids in the lineup. I believe just 3 seniors on the roster for the Lady Colts. And a veteran team on the other side, though. A lot of young players for Ontario, too. So we'll see how some of these younger kids do and what type of impact they make here tonight. Who's going to step up, make a winning type of play?
Absolutely. Good move by Annika Labaki right away.
One of those freshmen.
Plays a good ball wide. It's a good chance here. Clear Fork's in the box. It's going to be defended well by Ontario.
Poked away. Lily Wortman maybe waited about a half second too long. Thought she might have wanted to rip one off there.
Yeah, Annika Labaki is one of those players you kind of saw at the beginning of the year. I think her first game against Madison probably wasn't her best game, but I think the more she's playing with this team, the more she's kind of become one of their young leaders and really stepped into a role of becoming a bit of a finisher and a distributor. So I'm excited to see where does she get her touches on the field tonight? Where can she find the ball at her feet? Clear Fork's in the box again, looking at the goal.
Yeah, it's Morgan Galco. Looked like she was trying to cross that. Set it up for Trinity Cook, who scored the only goal in their sectional championship win to get them to this point.
It's quite a punt by the Ontario keeper. Abby Potter fields it just a little heavy, goes backwards and goes out of bounds for a Clear Fork throw, and then after that. Ontario's got the ball off the Clear Fork throw-in and looking to go forward. Finds Potter and
looked like she was going to lose control there momentarily. Now looking to shift fields. Sends it over here near side. Riley Nye going one-on-one right at the defender.
And some tough tackles already. You just know it's going to be a physical, just a good matchup. You got to find the line between physical and not fouling. You don't want to give away free kicks to either team. They both have got some good free kick options available, so you got to be careful you're not fouling, but you want to play physical to be able to win the ball quickly.
Lady Colts now with possession. They've got some numbers moving forward.
Baki's just driving the ball forward there.
With the Ontario defender losing their feet, sets up the cross.
Clear Fork's gotten the attack a couple times early, got in the side of the box and looking in. They just haven't connected on the final play, but they are getting some options early on.
3-on-3. Here comes Potter. She has been magnificent this season. Tied for the lead with Spencer. Goal scored for the season. She's got 23 as well. She definitely can finish when she gets her opportunities.
Yeah, and certainly she has the ability to score goals. I think what Spencer also brings is she has a vision for the game, that she has just a lot of assists or passes that set up assists or set up goals. I mean, she is a terrific all-around player, so it is obviously going to be a difficult task to fill her shoes tonight. But this Ontario team, they've had a few games without her, maybe to kind of prepare for that, but nothing kind of to the level that they're going to see in this Clear Fork team tonight.
This one's going to find its way all the way into the hands of Mullins in the box.
I love the atmosphere of this game. It's just kind of back and forth. The fans are into it. The team's out here working hard. They look like evenly matched so far.
Here's Cook, kind of sizing up the defense. Had it taken away from her, though. But I tell you what, Trinity Cook, this junior, she has really come on strong here the second half of the season for the Lady Colts. She has played phenomenal soccer and has helped them win a lot of games. Double-digit wins once again for the Lady Colts as they've gotten out of the round of sectionals.
See the speed of Ontario. She's just kind of knifing through defenders here, getting forward. Plays it wide to Potter.
And then poked out. I think this is going to be an Ontario throw.
Oh, everybody thought Clear Fork, and the referee's going to give it to Ontario. All the Ontario players drop back to defend, and they're going to come away with a throw-in anyways.
So deep in Lady Colt territory. Big mass of players out there.
See if she can play it across. It's one-on-one on the backside if she can get it across. That's what Ontario is. They're always so good. Regardless of who they have, they're always so good at finishing from the cross in the corner. They get the ball wide, they play it across. They've always got someone in the right spot to tap it in or to head it in or whatever it may be. But that's what Ontario has excelled at over the years, to be able to do that. They've seen a lot of goals scored that way for the Warriors.
Some good pressure being applied by Clear Fork. Now the ball up for grabs in the box.
Ooh, tough play. Clear Fork went to clear it out and hits one of their own players. It's going out of bounds for Ontario corner. Taylor's bringing a sub in 6 minutes into the game. confusion on who's going out of the game right now.
It doesn't look like anybody wants to come out for Ontario.
She was on the corner kick and didn't know, so she's running down the sideline now. This is where Ontario's dangerous. They've got some, Abby Potter certainly been able to finish out of the air. Let's see if they can find her.
Yeah, she's a great target, of course, on these set pieces. Great size, good leaping ability.
Oh, good save by the keeper. Deflects it well the first time. It just gets right on top of her the second save. That's a big play by the Clear Fork keeper.
Renee Anders, the freshman, coming up with the stop, her first save here, the opening minutes. And the first shot by Ontario. If we can call one, if we can call that a shot.
Yeah, it's one of those, it's maybe not necessarily a shot, but certainly it's a dangerous play that she has to make a play on, or it's probably a goal, let alone a shot.
Warriors finding difficulty to create some space right now. Clear Fork all over them defensively.
Yeah, certainly their pressure on the ball has been quick and immediate to get there and try and win the ball, at least disrupt the flow of offense for Ontario. And back to the keeper, trying to stretch the field a little bit. Not a great clearance, but does beat the line of Clear Fork players there to get the ball to Ontario.
Now over to the Colts. And Labaki sending it forward, looking for Galco. She's got a shot. No problem for Mullins.
Yeah, Labaki looks so much more confident with the ball at her feet now. Early in the season, I think she kind of rushed it to get rid of it, but now she's making plays. She's playing with her head up. Such tremendous growth in just a season for the Colts.
Push forward, Carly McHugh had it ricocheted back at her. Contact, no whistle. Now Labaki. She lifts one, and it's going to sail wide right. But Clear Fork in the early going now. 3 shots, at least, that they have unloaded. To Ontario's 1.
It's probably about 30 yards away, but just pulls up and just has a shot at the goal there. Not necessarily on target, but close, and certainly shows the ability that she can do it if needed.
Header flicked forward by the Lady Warriors.
Oh, bit of a stumble there by the Warriors. It's going to be a Clear Fork throw-in.
Now here comes Ontario. But right there, once again, that was Avery Wend making the defensive stop for Clear Fork. They've got some good spacing. And here's Cook.
Clear Fork a little slow in transition there. I think Annika wanted the first play and she didn't quite get wide. She just kind of waited for Annika to play the ball, and Annika was waiting for her to make the run. So a little slower there. Looks like Annika's going to get a quick break. I think she got a little bit of a knock there when she went into a tackle. Looks like maybe got stepped on a little bit. Sure, she'll be back in the game here in just a minute.
Morgan to handle the throw. Lobs it, and then volleyed out, and this will trickle out of play. So another throw-in coming up here near side for the Lady Colts.
Got to play wide open in the middle of the field. Ontario's a little lax in their marking. Maybe caught a bit of a break that she played it back to him.
Now Potter sends one on the mark.
Good skill by Ontario. Keeping possession there. Is keeping the ball moving.
Yeah, turn ball out wide. Now Nye tried to feed it to Potter. Mismeasured it. And then that one somehow got by Addie. Nye looking for options. Strifers tried. Cottle was right with her. And this Clear Fork defense right now winning a lot of these early battles with these forwards of Ontario.
Yes, so Clear Fork is just playing aggressive right now. They're not letting Ontario to have time on the ball to really turn and look to make a play. They're just pressuring and try and make the Ontario player with the ball just do something they don't want to do immediately, and it kind of breaks up that rhythm a little bit.
Smart play right there, slapped out by Jackson. Now Nye off the cross, sends it high, but charging out. Anders makes the play. Already almost 11 minutes gone by. Seems like the beginning of this game has really flown.
It's just kind of been back and forth, not a lot of stoppages. Not a lot of big plays either way. Just teams just try not to make a mistake to let the other team on the board right away. It's good pressure by Clear Fork. Don't think the referee got it right in the sense that it looks like there's definitely advantage. Morgan Galco was dribbling away with the ball. He's going to bring it back for a free kick about 25,
I don't know,
30.
Jesse, on that replay. That's a pretty big collision. She might have got a piece of the ball, but I think she got a little bit more of the body, bumped her down to the ground.
No, I'm not arguing that's not a foul. I just think Clear Fork still had the ball, and she was still dribbling away. So I think you could have let it play me advantage, play on, and see how that develops there. Maybe a bit of a quick whistle there from the referee.
So Wend zips this one in low right into that wall.
Yeah, it's sometimes the adrenaline play, you don't always think through execution and technique there. You just wind up and see what happens, and went right into the Ontario wall. And what was an advantageous area is now Ontario going back the other way on the counter kick.
Down the far side. Perry, the first one there. Now the throwing into traffic, headed forward by Potter, but just a lot of white jerseys in that area.
A little confusion on the communication on how to get the ball out of there. Renee was coming out to pick it up, and Clear Fork, I think, panicked a little bit and just put it out to the side for Ontario throwing.
That one gets through everybody over the end line. Goal kick on the way, and 5 new fresh bodies checking into the match. 3 for the Lady Colts, 2 for Ontario. And in the sectional championship game, Clear Fork, when they took down Lexington 1-0, Brittany Bechtel was subbing like every 2 minutes in the first half, making sure that she had fresh bodies in there, and then stuck with her starters a lot longer in the second half. So we'll see if she elects to go with similar strategy here in this match.
Absolutely. They've got some interesting depth where they've got a lot of young players who can get in there and just add a different dynamic to the game. And so we've seen Coach Bechtel not afraid to mix it up a little bit, get some girls in there, just kind of find the right combination, the right minutes. Another Clear Fork throw in here.
That one headed out by Brooklyn Blasing.
Nicola Baki just launching that throw in downfield. Just switched the point of attack just from a throw in.
Ooh, getting tripped as she tried to break through a double team was Windsor. So another set piece on the way here for the Lady Colts.
Yeah, just good speed and aggressive play. She just took an aggressive touch and ran through it. And Ontario's caught a little bit on their heels and had to foul to slow her down. Let's see if Clear Fork can execute a little bit better on their free kick here to maybe have something a little bit better than kicking at the wall.
It's a bit further out for Wend.
Yeah, no wall in front either. Everybody's kind of lined up on the players on the backside. It's not the ball you want either. It's a little short.
Yeah, landed right at the front of the 18, though. Avery looks like she's going to get possession back. Maybe not.
See if they play her, and there's a lot of players going for Ontario.
This one sent forward on the hop. Turnbaugh. Addie Turnbaugh looking to turn the corner, but right there is Perry. Makes another nice play.
That's another freshman for Clear Fork, really contributing at a high level this year for the Colts. So fast back there, does well to recover. Just a good defensive recovery run. Every time I watch her, she just sprints back and rarely is beaten down the field. A good skill there by Turnbull.
And she gets that one turned away, out of play, but a corner kick for the Lady Warriors coming up, their second.
Yeah, Abby Potter is a tough mark in this situation for the Colts. They're not super tall in size, so you at least have to find someone who's got some jumping ability, but not only that, has the ability to head the ball away.
9, near post. Anders makes the play. A lot of zip on that one.
A lot of zip, and the post ducked. The girl on the front post ducked out of the way, trusting our keeper was coming to get it, but if the keeper is not coming to get it, that could be a variety of things happening there. So Ontario's 2-on-1 who just mistouched a little bit.
Got a shout out in the comment section here. I see Jesse from Tessa Weemhoff. Says, "What's up, Coach?"
So there's a little Colt right there who'll be here. Her daughter will be here in a couple years probably. Lots of young fans out there for the Colts. One thing Coach Bechtel does so well is to have her Clear Fork players invest in the lives of young Clear Fork players. So you just continually see Clear Fork in these situations because it is a soccer community with Coach Bechtel. He does a great job of building. There's a real community where people care about each other and invested in. I know after their sectional championship on Saturday, they went and watched, I think, a U9 or U8 girls championship. So kind of a fun thing for Clear Fork that they get to do together.
Yeah, that's really cool, and I think you could definitely make the argument that Clear Fork has the best feeder system in the area in terms of the youth programs that they have going on at the soccer level, particularly for the girls, man. I mean, it is cool. My kid is involved in soccer at a young age, too, and I'm always impressed, like you said, with the young kids for Clear Fork, and probably maybe number 2 on that list would be Ontario. I think these would be the top 2 youth soccer programs for the girls we have.
Absolutely, I agree with you. It looks like the referee's going to respot the throw. He's going to respot it again. I think it's just she's a 4-yard approach anyway, so that's fine. But
Warriors looking to control through the midfields.
yeah, they've not completed a lot of passes through the middle of the field right now. Just kind of looking to maybe break down the Clear Fork defenders with a long ball at some point. There's just not a lot of chemistry and possession going forward. Oh, Renee.
Yeah, ill-advised play there by the freshman coming out. Obviously, that was going to go out of play. Instead, it's going to set up a corner kick, and the third opportunity here for the Lady Warriors in the early going.
Yeah, I don't know if she just tracked it down and thought she could get it, but just kind of bats it down, and it goes right out of bounds. And certainly you don't want to give up a corner kick to this Ontario team in this situation here. Tough break for the Colts. Let's see if they can kind of protect their keeper a little bit here.
Ontario has one player marking the keeper, everybody else coming from the back post.
Yeah, they play such a dangerous ball in off these corners. That's a good ball in. Clear Fork does well to get the first touch.
Headed out, but this one shot in low, still up for grabs. Dangerous in the box.
There's 8 girls right there around the ball. It's just chaos. That's one of those plays you come away with. Sometimes you just find a goal, find the ball at your feet, and you can just poke it in. Or luckily for Clear Fork, they clear it away again. It's going to be another corner kick for Ontario. I think it's their 4th one already. They're the type of team, though, that if you keep giving them this kind of chance, they're going to make you pay for it.
Traditionally, this is where Ontario gets a whole lot of their goals. They love the corner kick set-piece opportunities. And here's one of their captains, Carpenter. Sends, looks like a good one. But again, Clear Fork gets to it first, and they get ahead on it.
Ontario does well to track down the second ball, though.
Cook had it poked away by Carpenter. And off the tackle, bit of a tough call, but Ontario is going to have a free kick on the way.
Yeah, I couldn't see if the player was blocking my view to see if she got the ball or not, but here is the replay. She comes in. It's tough to tell from that angle, too. The referee's called it, though. It's going to be an Ontario free kick from another dangerous area here. You can't keep giving Ontario these types of opportunities. They're going to make you pay at some point.
3 Lady Wall set up by the Colts. Over the top of that.
Another good ball. And Clear Fork has done well to get on the head first of all these corners and free kicks so far. That has to be consistent throughout the night. That's a tough ball in.
Offsides is Abby Potter. She tried so hard. You saw almost lost her balance trying to maintain with that back defender.
Yeah, I wonder if she saw the offsides flag and we're going to try and leave it to her teammate, but the referee on the side has put his flag up to indicate offsides. It's going to be a Clear Fork kick. A little break here for Clear Fork. They've been defending for what feels about 3 or 4 minutes. Corner kicks and free kicks, so now they get a chance to get the ball back and get the attack a little bit.
Lady Warriors win that 50-50 ball. This one's shot down to the corner. Big hustle being displayed right there by Ontario, but Wend was the first one to get there.
Some subs checking in for both the Colts and the Warriors now.
And already approaching the midway point, no score on our Mechanics Bank scoreboard up to this point. And no great looks on net as of yet. I've got both teams marked down for 3 shots, but neither keeper's really been challenged up to this point.
Yeah, they've not had to make a great save yet. They've had to make some of the normal saves, but nothing spectacular yet. Feels like Ontario's been in control, but the last 5 minutes they've just kind of been attacking in this area here, getting some corner kicks, some free kicks.
Yeah, they've got some building momentum. I don't think there's any question about that. Clear Fork had the run of play early on, but things have kind of slowed down for them offensively.
You know, if Clear Fork can just play well defensively, they're going to find an opportunity on a counterattack at some point. You know, they've got some speed, they've got some skill inside up front in Windsor. If they can find her the ball and maybe just catch Ontario a little unprepared for that ball, they may find something in.
Here
this
we
could
go.
Be the opportunity right here with Anika's got the ball.
The freshman going out to the right. Sends to the corner.
Good play by the keeper to come out and just clean it up. Could have been a variety of things happen there with the Clear Fork player chasing as well as her defender, so just goes and grabs it and makes sure she's got it. She's got a nice punt. She's had a couple just past midfield.
Sophomore keeper lifts one, now headed. And some contact whistle goes against the Lady Warriors. So we're obviously taking in the match here from the Lexington Soccer Complex, but where are you? Let us know on the comment section on our Facebook and YouTube feeds. How are you taking in tonight's district semifinal match between the Lady Warriors and Colts? Let us know. You just might make it on our fan zone.
Ontario's just struggling to kind of connect this pass in the middle of the field. Either put it out of bounds or put it to Clear Fork. Just struggling to find that middle third pass there. I think that's what's prevented them from really getting a good look at goals so far. Ooh, a couple missed touches there.
Wen tried to get to Labaki. Kind of overran it. And this one shot forward by McHugh. But taken away from Cook. So Clear Fork here over about the last 10 minutes has not been able to connect passes to get into the attacking third. They have been stuck back playing defense trying to shut down this offense of Ontario, who's staying on the aggressive here. As this one's probably about the best shot that we've seen tonight, but Anders does well in between the pipes again. Her second save. Nice move through a double team. Now push forward for Potter, but Wind. Boy, she has been great so far.
Missed, yeah, Clear Fork defensive has done what they needed to do to keep this game where it's at. You know, Ontario's definitely got some speed and some size. It keeps running at them, but the defenders for Clear Fork keep making the right player, keep kind of clearing that ball out effectively. It's going to be a tough night for the Colts to kind of keep that shutout intact.
Lady Warriors looking to attack here from the near side. Looking for some options here is Blazing. And I think the pressure by Galco forced her into not a great pass. What are we going to get here? No call at all.
Ooh, that's tough because she certainly made a play on the ball but then clipped her after she ran past. So I think it could go either way and you're going to be right, but she'll touch the ball here. Maybe she doesn't touch it. That's a tough call. Tough no call for the Warriors.
Yeah, 10 of contacts right there between Swank and then Turnbaugh. The result's just in a goal kick, so could have been a big play, instead kind of innocuous. And the Colts forced to just punch it out.
Yeah, the Warriors just kind of been attacking for about the last 10 minutes of the game. Just been in this area, having the throw-ins right around that attacking third line. Just have not made much come of it yet. Couple corner kicks, couple free kicks. One decent shot on goal.
You see, we've got several Madison players weighing in right now on the fan zone. Phyllis Stanfield cheering on the Colts here, Jesse.
She got home, turned the game on. I like it.
Oh, and she also thanks the OH Report for live streaming their game. We were more than happy to be here. Great stuff. And how about Taylor Huff either tying or breaking the state all-time assist record in the match? Pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Mullins with a big kick. We've seen she's had a few of those. Now Annika takes control through the middle to Cook.
It's a good battle by Annika there in the middle.
Hip to hip. She went flying as Carol come out and make the stop, and now this whistle.
The referee's right there. I think he's making the right calls so far. It's getting to be a bit of a physical game, and sometimes fans don't understand the difference between a foul and just a physical play. I think the referee's got it right. That's a good free kick in by the Colts. Oh, what a great defensive play. You don't often see a backwards diving header, but she kept that from going through, and Clear Fork was running in on goal. That's a big defensive play. Can't tell what her number is yet.
Yeah, it looked like Carol. And she kind of needed to fall back to make that play. If not.
Absolutely. May have the wind knocked her. She just looks a little flustered after that. That's a big effort there defensively to keep that from going back behind the back line.
Nye just had it disrupted. Almost shot it through, but Jackson got a foot on it. Now quickly she goes with the throw down into the corner. Charging in is Mangan.
Good battle in the corner there. It's just a good physical battle. Girls out here just working hard against each other. Two teams who have certainly seen a lot of each other over the years, and most of the girls play together on other teams. They know each other. It's just a fun night for soccer.
3 of the 4 teams that made it into the district semifinals reside right here in Richland County. Of course, these 2 squads, conference rivals who have met in the tournament. I mean, I'd really have to do my research a whole bunch of times over about the last couple of decades.
Yeah, when the last time it wasn't one of these 3 in the district finals. Certainly Lexington would be in that mix as well, but and now a conference rivalry, these 2 as well. It's just all sorts of things build to this game. Kind of a winner-takes-all mentality. At least gets to go to the next game.
And what's been interesting about this rivalry is it hasn't always happened, but typically the team that has got the better part of the other during the regular season has gone on to lose in the tournament. So if history were to repeat itself, it would be a Clear Fork win by the end of the night, with Ontario taking it to the Lady Colts 4-0 during their regular season matchup.
Even when I was the boys coach at Mansell Christian, and these were still fun games. I wasn't obviously invested in the girls' side of things too much, but these were just good area teams. Both coaches are terrific. They always had good players. They're well coached. It's a fun crosstown rivalry. I mean, just a great night. Just a great. Every time they played, it was exciting. Just good things seem to happen.
A lot of folks weighing in the comments section on our Facebook. A lot of fans on both sides. Also see Dan taking in the action from New Hampshire tonight. So we love seeing people out of state that we're able to bring live and free coverage to, as this one's going to go against Clear Fork and Kendall Windsor.
The keeper for Ontario has done well to just kind of put the ball into the right area. And certainly in the first game tonight, we saw Vermilion did not have that ability, and they ended up defending for 80 minutes essentially because of that. But she has just been able to kind of break that first line of Clear Fork and let Ontario get a chance.
Galco had it poked away, but still in the possession of the Lady Colts. Nice turn. Galco on the move. Couldn't set up the shot, but this one will. Misfired by Windsor. Got way too much of that one.
Yeah, that's one of those things you see as a freshman player sometimes, is that you get so excited to finally get your shot off on goal that you're just going to hammer it as hard as you can, when maybe that's not quite the shot you needed, or at least the style of shot you needed. The shot was fine, but placement goes a long way when you're that close.
Goal kick by Mullins to the middle. Takes a hop, and big hit there, delivered by Potter.
She's getting back up. I said she took a little bit of a long time to get up. She's a little dazed, I think.
Yeah, Davidson's moving really slow after taking that bump to the turf.
Certainly one of the better kind of midfield defenders for the Colts, Kylie Davidson.
This one sneaks through, but Wend is there, as she has been pretty much all night for these first 30 minutes.
Yeah, defensively, Clear Fork has been up to the task so far of just letting Ontario get the ball but not get into a dangerous position.
Warriors looking to move forward. Nice move on the run. Galco couldn't take it away. Now sent out wide for Nye. Foot race, and it goes to Wend again.
Yeah, the speed of the Clear Fork defenders is obviously impressive. I mean, they're just running everything down, getting the touch on it, getting out of that area. Almost 100% so far.
From just outside the box, this left-footed shot sails wide. Fifth shot for the Lady Warriors. Not many of them have been very quality, though.
Yeah, Renee certainly has not really been tested too much tonight. I think the defenders have. The defenders have kind of kept it safe for Renee. They're just playing a smart game right now, where they're not giving away bad shots. Most of the Ontario shots are coming from outside the box, kind of forced. The only thing is a couple corners you got to be careful of against a team like Ontario. Ooh, she plays that ball a little bit deeper and behind that defender. That's a much different play.
Clear Fork's been just off on every single one of those here tonight. They have not had one leak through to set up a big one-on-one with the keeper. Outside about the first minute, they did have one of those, but they weren't able to generate a shot. Looking to switch field. Nye stays on side, headed up by Jackson. Now Potter with the left foot. Plays it into the box. Still available.
I think Ontario's figured out a little bit of their attack here a little bit. If you can get it wide and play it to the back post, it's just one-on-one usually. You keep going down the middle. Clear Fork's got 2 or 3 strong defenders in there.
The Warriors disrupt the counterattack, looking to put one together of their own. Went right off an eye. Yeah, beautiful.
A couple unfortunate bounces that have led to some Ontario corner kicks for the Colts.
Well, I believe this one's going to be a goal kick. I think that went right off the shin guards of Nye.
Oh, if you watch it again, it hits the Clear Fork defender on the way out. So she kicks it, and then you'll see it's going to glance off her shin and kind of ricochet out.
Well, she played it off like it didn't, Jesse.
She definitely pointed for the side ref pointed for a corner kick right away, but the other ref overruled him, I guess, and that's what you get, I guess.
Short goal kick lands at the feet here of Bice.
Good communication there by the Colts defensively just to get that out. They're communicating well. Not a lot of misplayed balls in the back by the Clear Fork defenders. Just fast, athletic, communicating well. They're doing everything they need to do to keep Ontario from attacking right now.
This one's sent to Potter. Not sure what she was trying to do with that one.
Yeah, there's plenty of time for her to take a touch, maybe even turn and look forward a little bit. Maybe a little bit hurried there. That's the kind of play you get when you've played as fast and aggressive as Clear Fork has. Sometimes you find a hurried touch because you just expect the defenders to be right there at your feet. Good touch by Coach Bechtel over there on the sideline. Breaks it right to her feet. She's looking to make a play too, but not today.
Just over 7 minutes remain here in the opening half. No score as of yet. Ontario looking to change that. They've got numbers, but maybe a bit ill-advised with that shot by Turnbaugh.
Saw Phyllis Stanfield saying, "Go Clear Fork" in the fan zone. I don't know what that's about there. Careful, Phyllis. Careful.
I mentioned that earlier.
Little bulletin board material for Ontario if Ontario were to come out victorious. Maybe it's just some friendships. Maybe she has. I don't know.
Nye had it poked out. Jackson applying the pressure. Now McHugh, a little bit of frustration. Thought that she was going to be able to slap that one back into play.
Another sub for Ontario checking in. Both teams subbing quite a bit tonight, just trying to keep players fresh. It's a physical, fast-paced game, so you gotta be careful of the cardio here a little bit.
Colts with possession. Have not gotten into the attacking third much here of late. Here's a chance for them with a throw-in. Pretty deep here into Warrior country. And it seems like Annika's always trying to get about a few extra yards. Tried to pull a fast one on the referee a couple times.
I don't think that one's Annika, but yeah, certainly earlier she did, and the referee has been consistent about where he's going to spot that ball. For a player like Annika, if you can gain a few yards because you can throw it so far anyways, I think just a little bit of gamesmanship there. Referee's not allowing it so far.
Ball up for grabs. This one slingshotted forward. Wen will get to it first. Now off the ricochet, Labaki outside.
We're struggling to play that final ball in behind that Ontario defenders. Ontario's dropping pretty deep to kind of not allow it to begin with, but they're playing it to the front player anyways.
Mullins comes off the back line. She scoops it up.
She's done a nice job. She's just being aggressive, coming out, get anything she can, not let there be any miscommunication. Her punts are certainly breaking that Clear Fork line, although Clear Fork was the only player around the ball that time.
Galco with a bit of a side kick. Ricochets. Now McHugh to the middle. Tried to find Galco.
Not a lot of completed passes so far in the first half. A lot of girls just kind of turning, kicking, and you play panicked a little bit because there's that fear of losing. I think when you can kind of settle down and keep possession and play the right ball in and not turn it over, you actually find yourself to be a better player. Let's see what happens here. 2-on-2 for the Warriors. Plays ahead to Potter, who may have been a step off sides, but Clear Fork wins it back anyways.
And now back over to the Warriors. Colts having trouble maintaining possession right now. Nice pass by Abby.
Macy Mankins having a nice game so far. It's a good pass in by Macy.
And we've got our first goal of the match. Lady Warriors break the scoreless tie. And what a pass you mentioned set up by Mangan. Finding the back. Maggie Hoffman, her 9th of the season.
Yeah, that's a good build up there by Macy. Good turn in the middle of the field. Takes an aggressive touch, goes at the Clear Fork defenders, makes one of them commit, just slots it in behind there. Good pass, good touch and finish by Maggie Hoffman. Giving Ontario the lead with just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. What a big goal. The referee might be adjusting the clock here. Clock didn't stop immediately on the goal, so he may be adding a few seconds back on. Put 4 seconds back on the clock.
So 3:22 is what we'll be showing. And that could be a devastating goal. We'll see how things play out, of course, over these next 3 minutes plus and then the second half. But the way that both of these teams have been playing defensively, it's been a struggle to come up with big-time opportunities, good shots on net. That certainly was a great look, and Hoffman delivers.
Absolutely. Clear Fork has not been in the attack much in the past 20 minutes or so. But for Clear Fork, I think it was the first time I saw defensively, they kind of got drawn out of position a little bit, and Macy just makes the right play, slots it in behind her. Good pass, good touch, good finish. That's a good goal for the Warriors.
J.C. Mangan, Dina Stanfield, both weighing in on the Facebook chat. Both very impressed by the pass by Macy.
I think they added 14 seconds instead of 4, but that's all right.
We'll take extra soccer here, Jesse. Why not?
We've all had those days. JC, a former player of mine, his little sister Macy out there doing some work in the middle of the field.
Got the Lady Warriors on top right now, 1-0. Clear Fork looking for the answer.
Good touch by Galco in the middle.
Deflected. And now the Warriors coming back the other way, looking to generate a counterattack as this one's flipped forward.
Maggie Hoffman again just applying pressure, see if she can get a throw-in out of it. It's going to be a Clear Fork throw-in.
Well done once again by Avery Wend, one of 3 seniors on this Lady Colts squad.
Maggie Hoffman does just a nice job of just applying pressure, not making it easy for the Colts. Trying to just force turnovers, just get the ball back. Another sub for the Warriors here. The more the game has been played, it looks like Ontario's definitely kind of found a rhythm a little bit. Clear Fork has just not been dangerous offensively in the past 20 minutes or so.
This one's going to go over the end line. Goal kick on the way for Lady Colts. Wendt has been handling these duties, keeping Anders in the net.
Two minutes left on the Mechanics Bank scoreboard here in the first half. Clear Fork comes away with a goal kick. They've got some space to go forward if she didn't turn out the other way.
And McHugh has not been sharp here tonight. By my count, she's had about 3-4 bad passes. You don't expect that from one of your senior captains.
Yeah, expect the second half things will be different. She'll figure out a way to get things right. And Clear Fork's just kind of missing. They're getting the ball into the middle of the field, but just not finding that final third pass. Kind of play it in front of the Ontario defense, and they retreat far enough that they can keep the ball in front of them, and Clear Fork's not breaking that line.
They've definitely had trouble getting into this girl right here, applying the pressure, number 17, Trinity Cook, as Nye sets this one out wide and off the deflection. Another corner kick on the way for the Lady Warriors, their 5th.
It's going to be a throw-in, it looks like.
Excuse me.
Good skill, though, in the corner there. She did well, just kind of keep the ball moving, make Clear Fork try and make a play. Good ball in the box.
Ontario tried to set up the one-timer. Set us the Colts out on the run. Don't really have numbers moving forward, though. as we're down to the last 50 seconds. Potter with the header. That one sails out.
Ontario's going to come away with the ball in the middle of the field here. Who plays it right at the feet of the Clear Fork defenders again.
Yeah, Wen's been ready for it at just about every turn here tonight.
You know, the pass would be interesting to see Ontario try and make would be over the top the Clear Fork defenders. You just got to almost chip it in. You know, they're so good with keeping the ball in front of their feet and getting the first touch out of there. Wonder if you could just chip it in and try and slot it in behind them.
10, 9,
that one poked out. Jackson quickly going to try to get on the throw. Gets it to Cook.
5, 4,
but Ontario was there, so that will take us to the end of the first 40 minutes of play, where it is the Lady Warriors on top. The late goal by Hoffman gives them the halftime cushion. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with halftime stats. You're watching live and free high school soccer tournament action on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Here at the Lexington Soccer Complex, the difference right now, a Maggie Hoffman goal by the Lady Warriors with just over 3 minutes to go before the break has Ontario on top 1-0. We're watching from up here in the press box hut. Where are you taking in the action? Weigh in on the comment section on Facebook and YouTube, and we will have Fan Zone on the way in the second half. We will pinpoint your location across the globe. Are you watching internationally? Outside of the state of Ohio, we want to know. Weigh in on the comment section now. Let us know, and we will feature you on our Fan Zone map. Step away one more time, pay a couple of bills, and we'll be right back with some halftime stats. Keep it with us, live and free on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
It's halftime at the girls' Division II District Semifinals. Ontario on top, 1-0 as we take a look at the tail of the tape. Brian Skronsky and Jesse Ryder with you, breaking it down. Lady Warriors kind of dictated the action, Jesse, I would say, for about the last 25 minutes. Clear Fork got off to a hot start. They were doing some nice things, got a couple of shots on net, weren't able to beat the keeper, and didn't really generate a good-looking shot that really tested the defense for Ontario. So right now, I'd say the Lady Warriors, they've been in control for more of the match than Clear Fork.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think it started off kind of back and forth where Clear Fork got a couple chances. I think of the 4 shots on goal, I think 2 or 3 of those came in the first 5 minutes for the Colts. And then, not that they tapered off, I just think Ontario kind of found a little bit of a rhythm offensively. And so they started figuring out how to kind of attack. They got some corner kicks, they got some throw-ins, and then we just watched kind of Ontario attack, and at least in that attacking third for probably 10 or 15 minutes. And that can be tough then when you're just defending for a period of time. And Clear Fork could never really clear the ball to kind of get into their area to do anything with it. So then we see a great play by Macy Mangan to get in. Great touch in the middle of the field, great pass. Then Maggie Hoffman gets the right touch and just finishes in the corner of the net for the only goal of the game so far.
Yeah, that is the difference right now. Got to give a lot of credit to Avery Wend, that middle defender for Clear Fork. I thought she was a standout for the Lady Colts, doing her job on the back line. And then for Ontario, I mean, they've been getting some opportunities here of late. Abby Potter did a nice job. Riley Nye here down this right side. And I think you're right. I think they started finding some things. That they figured some ways how they can attack the Clear Fork defense. They got some momentum rolling their way.
Absolutely. I think the one thing they've not really done well yet that they usually do is playing the ball wide. Everything so far has pretty much been trying to attack down the middle of the field, and that's where Clear Fork is so solid defensively. I think you want to try and spread the field a little bit, get some of those defenders to have to chase the ball. If they can just sit in and defend, they're going to sit in and defend it, and they'll do a good job at that. You've got to move them around the field a little bit, put the ball wide. A couple times they started playing that back post ball, and it kind of separates the defender where it's one-on-one. I think they got to look to create some more opportunities for that if they want to score some more goals. For Clear Fork, that final pass, when they're in the middle of the field, they're not connecting to that to get the ball in what we call the attacking third. If the field's in thirds, they're not getting that pass into there. First couple minutes of the game they did. Then after that, I don't know if they've completed another pass in the attacking third after kind of the opening minutes of the game. I think for them, they've got to stretch the field as well. They've got to figure out how can I put a ball over top or behind or around that defender where they have to turn around and I can run straight to the ball. They've not done that yet really effectively. I think in order for them to score, they're going to have to move some of those defenders around and get them out of the middle of the field.
They definitely need to get more out of Carly McHugh in the midfield. that senior has had a few opportunities, I feel like, where she's made some not very good passes. Haven't been able to get it to Trinity Cook up top. Hasn't had really any one-on-one situations where she's been able to use her foot skills to try to get by a defender and create some chaos on the back line for Ontario. So I think if they can just find a way to get it to number 17, probably some good things are going to happen for the Colts here in the second half. But, again, they got to make the pass to get it to her.
Absolutely. I think for Annika Labaki, that's true as well. She started the game. I think she was key in those first couple of shots for the Colts. She was making the plays to get there. After that, I don't know that she had a lot of positive touches going forward. I think she didn't get a lot of touches on the ball after that. So I think, can you find your better players? Can they get some touches on the ball, and then can they be a playmaker? You're exactly right about McHugh. When she gets a touch, can she be a playmaker for the Colts and separate from some of the Ontario players a little bit to create some space, draw another defender, and then make a play out of that?
Her and Galco are the two seniors that they're going to rely on, at least offensively, to try to get some opportunities created for the Lady Colts. As we're going to get back to action here.
It's going to be the Warriors kickoff to start the second half here. We're excited for the second half here, but we've got a free game tomorrow night as well, coming from Colt Corral Stadium. The Lexington boys matching up against the Ontario boys. The only rival that I think may rival the Ontario Clear Fork girls might be the Lexington Ontario boys.
That's become an awesome head-to-head rivalry over the last several seasons. They seem to meet in the district championship just about every year, Jesse, and it's gone a little bit back and forth. The Minutemen have the upper hand. Definitely have had more wins in that series, but Ontario's had their fair share as well, so very much looking forward to that.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun one. Second half's underway here at Lexington Stadium, featuring two of the MOAC's top teams. A bit of a sloppy opening couple of seconds here. I think there's been 4 turnovers already just since the opening whistle here to get things going.
But a nice ball by Galco. We'll see if Cook can do anything with it on the far wing.
That's a good cut back into the middle of the field. Cutter again.
I told you, I mean, this girl's got some great foot skills, lost her balance right there, but if they can just get it to her in space, I think that she can really create some chaos into the attacking third and try to make something happen for Clear Fork. They just weren't able to get it to her.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the ball we didn't see Clear Fork play a lot, was they played it over top. It went past the Ontario defender, so she had to turn around, and then when she turned around, Trinity Cook's able to just run right onto it and make a play out of it. Now, no shot attempts from that, but certainly a little bit different offensively look from the Colts.
Throw-in coming up now from the far sideline. Here's McHugh. Heavy first touch, and Potter takes it away. Another turnover by Ontario, though, trying to work it through the midfield. As McHugh gets it to Cook. Turn, but into traffic.
This half has started similar to the way the game started, where just kind of back and forth. Not exceptionally great possession-based soccer, just a couple of key turnovers, and then see if you can make something out of the mistakes of your opponent.
Davidson waiting for this, but evidently it caught a blade of grass and it's going to stay in bounds.
I'm not sure why Davidson didn't play the ball once it didn't go out of bounds. I know she's waiting, but then it just kind of got held up there, and she just was content to let it sit there for a while.
Potter, nice give and go as it comes right back to her from Mangan. Wen comes over, disrupts it.
Yeah, she is such a good defender back there. I mean, just covers so much ground quickly and gets the ball to the attacking area.
She has definitely been Clear Fork's MVP here tonight through about 42 minutes. Goal kick on the way. Potter with the header.
Coach Atkinson instructing some of his players to get back. They got caught up a little high there. Obviously, it's one of those things where you want to score another goal, but you don't want to give up a goal in the process. You've got the 1-goal lead, so you want to protect that goal first. Even though you've got 37 minutes left in the game, 1 goal can change a lot of things for the Colts.
Nice turn by Wortman, looking to get it to McHugh. She sends forward. Couldn't feed it to Cook, though. Well played by the Warriors defense.
Yeah, right in the 2 Warrior defenders there. They kind of saw it come and just sat in together, and we're not going to let that ball slip through.
Nye on the charge. Sends. Ooh. And Renee there to make the play.
It's a good ball in. A little bit of a dangerous, whether it's a shot or a pass, sometimes it doesn't matter. It's just dangerous. Renee Anders able to make the save, though. Pressure by Galco there just to run at the ball. Like she grabbed an arm, I think was all. It's going to be a Clear Fork free kick.
So the Lady Colts, chance to flip the field here as Wend is going to send this one. 8 players forward, all just outside the box, spread across the top of the 18 right now. So a lot of options.
Some better ball. It's deep in there. Ontario does well to defend it again.
And this one is just going to squeak out, so the Lady Warriors clear. Looking to get on the counterattack. They've got some numbers brewing here too. 3-on-3, Potter. Nice push shot.
Yeah, worked out for them. They both kind of ran in the same place, and the ball got played, and they just kind of deflected it into each other.
Abby goes end line. Couldn't cross that one. Didn't get much behind it.
Looks like it went out of bounds for a Clear Fork goal kick. It was right on the line. I couldn't tell. Didn't hear the referee's whistle, but he must have signaled there for a goal kick for the Colts. Renee doesn't quite get all of that one. It goes right to Ontario, and they're back in the attack already. Clear Fork throw in, though.
And another one coming up on the far sideline. Now Cook with the turnover. Ontario makes a couple of short passes now. They're going to send it into the corner. Here's Nye on the run with the cross.
Oh, what a great ball in. Good save by Anders. That's a tough play from Nye. I mean, the ball is nearly out of bounds. She had to kind of run around the corner on it. Gets around, keeps it in play, gets her hips turned, and Renee Anders able to make a good save there from what could be an Abby Potter goal.
Yeah, it's a good thing she did. Abby was right behind her, waiting to get a header. A little bit of frustration right there from Wortman.
So you can see it in her face. That was not what she wanted to do. Just kind of deflects off her out of bounds. Not necessarily her fault. Just kind of came at her fast. Macy's having a nice game in the middle of the field.
A nice pass right there by Labaki. McHugh with the left foot.
Hey, that's the first time they kind of stretched the defenders, played out of the gap. Good save by Mullins. That's an aggressive play. She catches at the top of her box, comes out, just grabs it. That's a smart play because your defender would be forced to try and turn into the pressure from Clear Fork. She's able to just come grab it and ends it right there.
Nice run.
Both teams have kind of stretched the field a little bit. You see them kind of open it up a little bit, playing behind the defenders.
Off the punt, far side. It's going to find the feet of Cook. She sends to McHugh. One-timer out in front.
Quick Clear Fork throw on right to Galco.
Galco applies the pressure, and Colt's going to make a quick sub here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the fan zone, see where everybody is taking in tonight's action, including Beth from Columbus, watching her granddaughter, Kaylee, play tonight. Sarah in Belleville, just right down the road. Lady Colt fan, of course. The Ohio Strikers United, Jesse from Worcester.
I was just texting with them.
Oh, having a watch party.
I like it.
Main Street Books in Belleville, also watching tonight's match. And we will bring it back to the action. So
Ohio Strikers has a nice club in Worcester. They've got some good coaches, some good teams over there. Do a lot of good things for soccer, and a lot of these girls have been a part of that in one way or another, whether youth or high school or some of their older teams. Some really good things at the Ohio Strikers Club. A lot of Appleseed Premier coaches watching as well. A lot of good clubs now are supporting some area soccer players. It's fun to see at a night like tonight where all these girls have come from different areas and they get to play against each other and with each other. A lot of good competition around the area for club soccer right now.
Fifth corner kick of the match on the way for the Lady Warriors. And the junior Mangan sets it up. She'll send. It's a beauty. Back post.
Great ball. That's a great ball in by Macy again.
Nye being chased out. Looked like she tried to just play that off the defender, try to get another corner. Clear Fork does well to clear, at least for now. Warriors still with numbers, but coming away, counterattack on the way. Nice long carry. Galco misplayed it.
See if they can find that back post. She's wide open on the other side of the field. That's not quite the play they wanted.
So Mullins with an easy one right there. I see we've got Jan watching from Colorado Springs, my home state out in the Rockies. Potter with a little bit of space. Wendy races it. Cook to the middle. Looks like there's some space there for the Colts.
See if they can play it wide, stretch the field a little bit.
Works it to Wortman.
Clear Fork's found a little bit of space to operate under. Well, it's a tough ball. I don't know why she hit as hard as she did to get it to Galco. I think sometimes you just panic, try to get the ball forward, but then your teammates can't handle it on the other end. Well, it's a good ball forward by Ontario, though. Finding Abby Potter. Getting in the box. Big shot. Big save. Renee catched it. Caught it pretty cleanly there.
Third save of the match for Renee Anders. Warriors now doubling up Clear Fork. 8-4 in terms of shot attempts.
Eddie Turnbull with a big tackle in the middle of the field there. Just steps in hard. Deflects it from the easy pass going forward. Galco's had a couple of heavy touches here, losing the ball in the attacking areas. Clear Fork cannot afford that right now.
Cook, beautiful move to get by the defender. She sends one with the left. Mullins, no problem.
I think Clear Fork's got to find a way to get her some more touches. She certainly is creating some offense for them.
There's no question about it. Yeah, that's their playmaker. That was our player of the match in the sectional championship game. When she gets it in space, certainly she can get some things going for Clear Fork. She is their best offensive weapon, without question.
Not a lot of movement for Ontario there to kind of get the ball. Oh, she's going to keep it in. Oh, she kept it in play. Eventually rolls out of bounds, though. But Ontario just a little stagnant offensively, just kind of watching the ball a little bit, not making a lot of runs off the ball. Not a lot of offense being generated after or before the ball is being played. It's all kind of after they play and they react to it.
3 fresh bodies into the mix for the Lady Colts and head coach Brittany Bechtel. As we're down to about 28 minutes remaining here in half number 2. The winner gets the Madison Lady Rams, the #1 team in the entire state, who were very dominant. 9-0 winner over Vermilion in their their district semifinal match.
Yeah, it's quite a reward. You win, you get to go play them. But I think both teams would relish the opportunity to play them. Certainly we know how good Madison is, but I think these teams, that's a great benchmark, and certainly if you can come away with the upset, it's a great story. It's an unforgettable moment to beat an undefeated team. I think it's important for Madison to remember that as they're going on, that target is huge on them. So whether it seems like a big game or not, you got to take it one game at a time, and everybody wants to beat Madison this year.
Nobody's been able to up to this point. Oh, nice ball. Here's a chance for Windsor. The shot from the freshman, batted down, and another save from Mullins.
Clear Fork's mounted a little bit of attack here in the past 5 minutes. It's kind of opened the game up a little bit. They're putting the ball over top the Ontario defenders. They're getting through, getting a couple shots off. They can keep it consistent. It'll certainly change the flow of the game a little bit.
Force Mullins to make 4 saves here in this second half. Warriors playing feet, now trying to go through the midfield. They turn it over. Now Potter, nice touch out wide, Nye.
You'd like to see Potter get in the attack after she played the ball. She kind of just slows that run down. And Certainly she'd be the one you'd want to have be the recipient of the cross coming in, but she just kind of held her run and stayed up at the top of the box.
Maybe a bit of fatigue. Abby's played a lot of minutes so far here tonight. And another shot, but off frame that time from the Lady Warriors. So right now, the lone goal by Hoffman, looming large, came just 3 minutes, 18 seconds before the end of the first half.
See Matt Beachy on the fan zone, an Appleseed Premier coach, one of the boys' coaches over there. A lot of coaches, I'm sure, tuning into tonight and tomorrow night's games. A lot of area players who've grown up playing around the area, playing against local players. It just brings a lot of fans out to games like this. Normally this stadium is packed and full of the blue and yellow, the green and white, and then other schools as well who want to come watch. But obviously, with the way the thing is right now, you're going to watch it online.
Great ball to Hoffman. Tried to turn the corner when tripped her up. So a great opportunity. Set piece on the way for the Lady Warriors from about 20 yards out.
A lot of Clearfork fans kind of complaining about the call. I think Maggie knew what she was doing to draw the foul there. She took a touch away and then just ran into the foot, trips up a little bit, and it's going to be a foul. Whether you like it or not, that's kind of how it works.
So Macy Mangan lines it up. Fork Lady Colts wall in front of her. She zips it around it. Play made by Anders Potter. Potter was there for the follow.
It's a great free kick. Renee with a great first save, and then just gets able to deflect out of there for the second save as well. Just been a lot of kind of chaotic plays in front of both goals, specifically in front of the Clearfork goal a couple of times where the ball just kind of bounces around a little bit. You're not sure what's going to happen.
Sixth corner kick of the match for the Warriors. Headed out by the Lady Colts. Looking to press forward. Wasn't a great first pass.
If they can play it forward, they've got some numbers. It's 2-on-1. If she can find the next pass forward.
Yeah, starting to develop here. Windsor on the run out in front.
Slowed it down a little too much and then plays it right into Mullins.
Good battle right here for possession.
Absolutely. I was going to say it was pretty clean until that final play. She just kind of threw her elbow into a little bit of frustration. I think she felt she got fouled a second ago, and then.
So Sophia Perry with the whistle. Turnbaugh to the middle. Flicks forward. That was well done.
So, it's a little bit of a knee flick. Just kind of keeps the ball going forward and breaks the rhythm of the pass a little bit.
Cook looked like she was pushed down from the backside by Allie Potter, who returned into the mix here tonight. Was out in quarantine the last couple of matches. So Ontario, once again, if you're just joining us, no Kyla Spencer tonight. Would be available if the Lady Warriors can advance into Saturday's championship match against Madison. But she has left a big void. I mean, this is a completely different looking team.
Absolutely. Well, I think what they're missing is that play right there where Kyla's got the ball experience, when she gets it in that middle area to make a play. Ontario's kind of forced that ball outside of the one goal from Macy. They've kind of forced that ball either into Renee's hands or out of bounds or just not the same flow would be with Spencer. But that's a good ball again by Macy.
Potter beats her.
Macy.
Huge goal by Abby Potter at the 22-14 mark. Lady Warriors extend their lead.
Boy, Macy is just having a terrific night tonight. 2 assists, good free kick, couple other big plays, couple tackles. What a night for Macy Mangan. There's just a great ball in. Abby Potter composed, finished in the corner. Nothing Renee could do at that point. It's a goal for the Warriors, 2-0 with 22-14 left in the second half. The Colts are going to need something special now to battle back.
Makes this a whole lot more challenging for Clear Fork, of course. Not a very high-scoring team on the season. Stayed in matches a lot, predominantly because of their defense.
Nope, a little bit of a miscommunication there from the Warriors. They both kind of ran. I think the other player was going to go forward.
Yeah, they were elbow to elbow.
It's funny, you can talk about some of the skill and experience of such a talented Ontario team, and you see a play like that, and you realize there's still some youth in this team. As good as they might be, they're not perfect.
Slapped out by Davidson. Now the throw-in from Calhoun into traffic, and trying to come back the other way is Clear Fork.
I think for Trinity Cook, you got to learn when to be a playmaker and when to get the ball forward. A little few too many touches there from your own defensive side, and leads to an Ontario turnover.
She's got Windsor up top, 3 defenders around her as she draws the foul. Cook sense a little bit of frustration right there, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's one of those calls where nobody's happy. It's just how that play kind of developed. She kind of fell, and Ontario fell into her, and everybody thinks the foul's on the other person. So
Wend sends. Ooh. Cook got a head on it, but it went the opposite direction.
She tried to flick it on, hit her right on the top of the head. That probably does not feel great.
Then that one deflected. That was Ava Rui applying the defense. So Potter, the only player up top for the Warriors. It does just trickle into the 18, and Anders is there. Big punt. Finds the feet of Labaki. Now punch forward. Cook is there. Windsor as well up top.
It's a tough out for Ontario. There wasn't much she could do. Ontario didn't do well to really come back and help her get the ball out. But they're able to come away with it and start looking forward again.
Now at the midway point here of half number 2, just 20 minutes remain here in regulation.
You can see there's just a little confidence in Ontario right now. They're not afraid to play the ball. They're starting to move the ball a little more efficiently than they have been. A bit of a miscommunication there for Clear Fork, but they're going to come away with a throw-in and some subs.
2 checking in for the Lady Colts. 1 fresh body for Ontario.
Like what Kendall Windsor did in her minutes there. I mean, she certainly was a little disruptive to the Ontario defense. It wasn't easy to clear the ball. They were winning it back a couple times. And that's what you can do. Here comes a big throw from Annika Labaki. A bit of a misplayed ball there. Good throw from Annika, just kind of not handled by a teammate. Clear Fork's got caught a little flat.
Davidson with a back heel kick, but it ends up at the feet of Potter. She shifts this one outside across the field.
That's a play where there's still maybe an unknown miscommunication. The Ontario player ran in front of the defender. The ball is played behind. So what could have been an advantageous scoring opportunity ends up being Clear Fork ball going the other way.
Now a lot of space out in front of Labaki. We'll see how far she elects to carry.
Trinity Cook tried to wait to see if she stays on.
Beautiful.
Looks like the referee's going to let it go.
And then taken away from Cook. I think she's a left-footed player and was a little bit unsure about winding up for the big kick with the right.
I think you're right. I think she wanted to wait and get a touch back to her left and just couldn't get it to her left. And I think it looks like Addie Turnbull maybe chased it all the way from midfield to make the play there.
Annika turns but finds a swarm of Lady Warriors.
Yeah, she definitely grabbed a handful of jersey there. You could see it from our angle pretty easily. She grabbed her jersey, kind of pulled Annika back. So it's going to be a Clear Fork free kick in a dangerous area. Could give Clear Fork a little bit of life if they could do something special here.
Yeah, they need to capitalize, starting to run out of time. Just under 18 minutes to go as Wend sets it up.
But watching Mullins in goal, she is an experienced keeper for as young as she is, just setting up the wall. Ooh.
Goes right into legitimately the teeth of the wall right there.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Ontario looking to get it back going the other way as everybody was pressed forward for Clear Fork, vulnerable to a counterattack right here.
And the speed of Sophia Perry is just incredible there. I mean, just ran it down, got in front of her, slowed the play down, allowed her other defender to get back in front and win the ball and get it out of a dangerous area.
Yeah, and how about Wen coming back to make the play? So Lady Warriors throw in Clear Fork territory again. They've got something developing if they can cross it.
Oh.
Anders dives, misplayed it. Now Potter tried to set it up for the left. She turns to the right. Whole mix of people in there, and it comes floating out here near side.
Abby Potter against 6 Clear Fork defenders in there. That's another great play by Macy, though. I mean, she's the one who initially played the ball in. On the other side of the field now, she's got it again.
Macy, 3 bodies around her. Yeah, nice setup to the top.
Macy's just playing a tremendous game right now. Oh, the ball's just falling right to Potter. Big save by Renee.
Renee Anders, 7 saves now on the match.
What a chaotic few minutes it's been right there in the box of the Colts.
You ain't joking.
But Macy's just had herself a game today. I mean, just making plays all over the field. She's the right pass, free kicks, tackles.
Ava Rui checks in. She's going to get into the mix here. Off this corner, Potter's there! Diving save by Renee!
My goodness, it's unbelievable that Ontario's not scored off any of these plays here. I mean, credit the Clear Fork defenders for keeping that ball out, but that's 4 or 5 times the ball's been on the ground, bouncing inside the 6-yard line. And Renee's made it. Here's a great corner kick in again. It's a terrific ball. Right to Potter.
Wow.
Big tip save by Renee, and Clear Fork defenders just all run to the ball, and the chaos ensues after that.
Great reaction right there from Anders. As that had some good pace on it off the header.
Yeah, because she was so close. I mean, and she hit it so clean that that's coming quick. It's coming fast from such a close angle. Great reaction save just to tip it out of there, and then ball gets out after that.
Lee still gives Clear Fork a chance here. I mean, a 3-goal deficit. I mean, you could pretty much close the book on them, but down just 2. They got to get something going here pretty quick, though.
Absolutely, yeah. They're gonna need a goal here fast to kind of keep this game moving. And they're getting opportunities now, so I just think they got to be. You don't have to panic. You don't have to just blast the ball, but.
Whistle against Ontario will at least allow Clear Fork an opportunity to get their offense set up.
So Clear Fork's gonna have a free kick here. Gonna be a pretty high line from Ontario, about 20 yards away. It looks like from the line. She's going to play it hard to the back post. Ontario defenders did not follow that ball through and just trusted their keeper was going to get it. Luckily, she did. Now we're going off the other way after a big punt by Mullins.
Played by Potter at the midfield. And here comes Riley Nye. Lots of space. Labaki charges up, makes the play. Now here's Annika from the midfield.
Let's see if she can find Cook on the backside. She's going to go to Galco instead. Galco kind of got turned around. It's not necessarily a full sprint there.
Rui content just to punch it out.
Both teams have subbed quite a bit tonight. You don't always see that at a game of this level, this magnitude, where teams are you're playing probably 14, 15 players throughout the course of the game. It's such a close game.
Probably more a testament to the depth of both of these teams. They got some good-looking younger athletes that deserve a few quality minutes, I would say.
Absolutely. I think that's very true, that there's young players in here that can come in and contribute, so you're not necessarily losing anything. It's just a different look, and it allows your other players to catch a break and see if something else can happen.
Rui misplayed it. Good chance right here for Argenio, who just checked in, but she misses. That's a tough break for the Lady Colts. I mean, you're not going to get too many more looks like that. See a lot of people chiming in on the fan zone, trying to cheer on these Lady Colts. A lot of Lady Colts fans watching here tonight, looking for them to break through.
Absolutely. See a lot of the young Lady Colts checking in there. Saw Kendall Boffman,
my
Tessa,
girl,
Addie Myers in there. A couple of girls watching from home, cheering on their Colts.
Nice play, this one. Sent inside the 8, but Mullins comes off the line, makes another play. Seven saves now for the sophomore keeper.
Of all the times these two teams have met, I don't know if I can recall where they had a freshman keeper starting at one end and a sophomore keeper starting at the other. But they both have done a nice job so far tonight.
A lot of young keepers in the area. Potter with a good turn, steps on it. And now Nye with the shot. Just misfired.
I've not seen the patience in the attack yet from Ontario like we have there. Just kept the ball moving. They were playing with their head up. They just wanted to find the right pass. A great back post ball and just couldn't come away with a third goal of the night.
See Potter taking some deep breaths. She's played some quality minutes here in this match.
I don't believe she's been subbed off. I've not been watching the entire time, but I don't think she's seen too many breaks tonight.
Yeah, in the absence of their All-Ohioan, they kind of need her playmaking ability on the field at all times. So it's one of those opportunities for the seniors to just suck it up, stay out there, and, well, it looks like maybe right now she's going to get a quick substitution. She earned it.
Yeah, maybe a minute or two off, and then you're back on to finish the game. Just over 10 minutes left in the game. Let her catch a break real quick and then get back on to finish the game.
Looks like we got some pinball headers going on.
Macy got up to win a header there.
Ball available. Warriors come away with it. Now this one punched forward. Nobody really available up top for Clear Fork that was ready to make a charge for it. And Mullins scoops it up for another big punt.
The coaches wanted her to just kind of wait with the ball, just waste a little bit of time there. She didn't have to pick it up right away. Just play it with her. Uh-oh.
Whistle blows, injured player down on the field for the Lady Warriors.
She went down right away and grabbed her knee. You hate to see an injury like that, but she doesn't appear to be in a lot of pain.
I think she's grabbing the calf muscle. It's probably cramped.
Cramp, yeah. She was in a position to look like it was too bad. Then you kind of saw maybe just a little bit of a cramp there. Certainly.
While they tend to the injured player, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Final 9:44 here, live and free on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
The injured player for Ontario, Maggie Hoffman, had to be carried off. I do think that it was just a really bad cramp in her calf, though.
Yeah,
so
it looks like definitely like a calf area injury, which would lead you to believe it was probably a cramp. So they couldn't quite stretch it out, so they took her off the field and subbed her out.
So we're back to action with just over 9 minutes to play. Lady Warriors looking to get back into the district final. But awaiting them at the other end would be their nemesis, a team that's knocked them out the last several years, the Madison Lady Rams.
Yeah, what a game that'll be. Obviously, it's not quite over here yet. Clear Fork's going to need to do something fast, though. That's going to start with defending this corner kick, but they're going to need to mount some offense and get something going on goal.
Warriors have had some great setups off the corner, haven't scored off of them. This one near post, not one of the better setups that they've had. And Lady Colts will clear to Windsor up top, if she can get to it. Turnbob backtracking, ran into some traffic.
Just played out of bounds by Ontario.
Couple more subs on both sides. Cook awaits the restart. She's got the throw. And McHugh to the middle to Galco. Those two hoping it's not going to be their last career match. Good battle. Won there by the Colts. Can they flip the field and get on the aggressive? Here they come. They've got numbers building. Sent forward, but just a bit too far. I mean, they had a few players on the run.
Yeah, Mullins has done a nice job at just playing at the top of her box and has taken away anything, any through pass coming through. She's right there, so it's not trouble for defenders. She's got it. So it's just a good aggressive play so far from Mullins. She's done a nice job in the box tonight.
Off the deflection by Davidson. Pushes out wide, hoping her teammate can catch up. That's Wortman.
That's the right call by the referee. Got the advantage right. Definitely was a late foul by Macy.
So it'll set up a free kick. Wen's been handling these duties all night for the Lady Colts. See if she's got the leg strength to get it into the box and set something up for him here. Looks like she will just outside the 18, over the head of Wortman.
Just kind of bounced into the box a little bit, but Ontario does well, just clear it away and kind of get it out of a dangerous area.
Swing to Cook, I think tried to go back to her, but Ontario with the nice pressure, and again, the substitutions continue for both sides. Each check out a player.
Yeah, it's interesting. Certainly you want your players to be fresh and healthy, but kind of break up the rhythm of a game a little bit that way. You just can never really kind of keep possession, play quickly. It seems like every time the ball goes out of play, there's subs and it's slowing the game down.
Rui with a nice delivery. Feet get tangled up. Good no call. Now Ontario waiting, allowing some bodies to get forward. Nice header, but offside. Yeah.
Good flick by Macy in the middle of the field. It's the right play, just caught a little too high there.
Lady Colts certainly starting to run out of time. Under 6 minutes remain. That one lost on the carry by Calhoun. And now Cook checking out. Interesting substitution.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there, but certainly Cook's coming out. 5 minutes left. You're going to need a couple goals here. You'd think Cook would be in there to try and get something going.
Maybe Brittany Bechtel's been waiting with some type of strategy here.
I don't think she would unveil it quite.
Should wait this long?
Quite in this form when you're down 2 with just over 4 minutes to go in the game.
Big toss by Galco. Made its way to the top of the 18 and then blasted out of there by the Warriors.
It's an effective clear right there.
Yeah, it's still in play.
In play. I think everybody thought the ball was going out and kind of stopped. And
so it's going to totally reverse the field position here.
Ooh.
Big tackle, doesn't draw a whistle. Now Wend sends this one. Quickly with the throw, and here comes Windsor.
Just launches it in the box, but not really to anyone from the Clear Fork side, which doesn't really help things.
So it sets up Ontario counterattack.
Some fans getting upset here at Ontario. Just think every time a player falls down, the referee should perhaps card everyone on the Clear Fork team. I don't know. It's a good thing fans are not referees.
Anders with the punt, near side. Just sneaks by Calhoun. Now Wortman hoping Galco's got the speed to get there.
Addy Turnbull just closed it down, knocked it out of bounds. Works out a couple of goals. He's got a long throw. Let's see if they can get it in the box and make a play. Kind of load the box up.
Potter back defending. Helped out on that one quite a bit.
A few plays are in there. She's got tons of space. Yeah, good ball again by Macy.
Wynn's going to get there first.
You don't see anybody really outrunning Wind from that scenario, but it's the right ball, I think.
But again, the clock winding down. Warriors in no hurry as Rui collects. And the clock will stop at 2:42 with the substitution.
Yeah, Benny's substitution, I think under 3 or 4 minutes in a close game. The referee stops the clock just to make sure there's no extra time wasting going on. So the referee's got it right. Abby Potter's back on. And now it's going to be Ontario throwing, and the clock's going to go.
Flicked forward by Potter. Nice turn by Carly. Then probably a smart play by Riley. Just poke it down in that corner. Let some more time trickle.
And it's going to be tough for the Colts to kind of build from this area. Big Clear Fork throw in just over 2 minutes to play in the district semifinals, where the winners who will advance to face the Madison Lady Rams on Saturday at 2 p.m. And right now it looks to be those winners are going to be the Ontario Warriors. Clear Fork's going to need pretty much a miracle at this point.
2 minutes remaining.
And we'll have to start thinking about who's going to be our Next Generation Films Player of the Match. Jesse, you got any nominees?
I'd say Macy's had a nice game. I think has both assists, made some terrific plays in the middle of the field. Certainly is going to get my vote, I think.
Hoffman and Potter both with goals, so let us know, who do you think should be our Next Generation Films Player of the Match? Shoot us a comment on our Facebook and YouTube feeds, and we'll take that into consideration at the end of the game. Galco looking for Windsor.
Ontario does well just to recover, win the ball back, not let Clear Fork get in the attack, and anything crazy to happen here in the last minute or two.
Off the deflection, going back and forth. Ontario content, of course, just to punch it down into that corner. That's a smart move.
Macy's going to look to get a goal for herself here.
Oh, shit.
Big save by Renee. Just dives on the ball. Not even dives to make a save, just dives on top of it. Macy took what looked to be a broken play, and just her pure hustle turned it into a near scoring opportunity for the Warriors.
Double-digit saves now for Renee Anders. And the cheers starting to rain down onto the field here from the Ontario fan section. They can sense it, Jesse. They're going to be advancing into the district championship game, a place where they're at a whole bunch. They get there a lot.
It's going to be a fun matchup for the Warriors. They'll get their All-Ohio back in Kyla Spencer. They played well tonight. The more the game progressed, the better they looked. So the Warriors are going to come away victorious tonight. 2-0, just a couple seconds left. Ontario clears it away, and that will do it for the Colts season.
So the Lady Warriors moving on to take on Madison as they knock off Clear Fork 2-0. And as I look at the comment section here, got some votes for Macy to be player of the game. Mullins as well. Got about 3 different votes. Another vote for Macy. So we'll talk things over here, get some final stats available for you guys, and we'll be back, close things out with an interview with our Next Generation Films Player of the Match, and get us prepared for Saturday's match. So keep it locked in. Post-game action will roll along live and free on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Final score here from the Lexington Soccer Complex in the Division II Girls Soccer District Semifinals sees the Ontario Leading Warriors advancing 2-0 over the Clear Fork Lady Colts as we take a look at the final stats of the match. And Ontario out shooting Clear Fork 15-8, and then some big plays made by the keeper Mullins, keeping the clean sheet. She was spectacular. And Ontario moving on because of it, Jesse.
Absolutely. She consistently made the right play at the right time. She didn't have to make any super saves, but what she did have to do is just kept her defenders from having to make difficult plays. So she'd come out, she'd grab the ball, she was aggressive, great punts, kind of broke that Clear Fork line, and then was able to get the Ontario back in the attack from their punts. Great game by the keeper Mullins for Ontario.
And for Clear Fork, they just never really were able to build up and materialize some really dangerous shot attempts against the keeper. So I think you got to give a lot of credit to the Ontario midfield for kind of controlling a lot of the action, and certainly the defensive unit as well, led by Turnby. I thought that she had a really good match and did a nice job to pitch a shutout.
Yeah, I think the more Ontario played, the more comfortable they looked in the middle of the field, especially with Macy and Turnbull. They started connecting to those passes, beating Clear Fork defenders with some of those passes. I mean, that's how that first Ontario goal came from. Macy with a great assist in the middle of the field right into Maggie Hoffman, who puts it away in the corner. I think it was that type of play that kind of separated the game. The midfield for Ontario's right now they were able to break down the Clear Fork defenders with the right style of pass. And certainly the more they played, the more we saw that.
Yeah, certainly I think the playmaking without Kyla Spencer, they had some other girls step up for Ontario. Certainly Macy Mangan would be one that would come to mind right off the top of my head, and she is standing by waiting to come up here for her post-game interview. So let's go ahead and throw it to the Next Generation Films player of the match. It is going to be Macy Mangan.
Yeah, while Macy's getting ready up here, she had 2 great assists tonight, some big plays, a good free kick, lots of good stuff from Macy tonight, our Next Generation Films player of the game. Listen, before we get into your stats tonight, I know you were ready for this moment because I've known you for a long time. You used to be a ball girl from a Mansfield Christian teams, and you were asking to get in the game back then, and that was, like 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah. You wanted to join my boys team in our tournament run, and so now here you are. You get your own. Great game tonight. Good job. What was the game plan coming into tonight's game?
Well, we knew that we had some missing, so we needed to all step up, and we did. So we all were just working together, and we realized that we needed to just make the simple passes because I know Avery Wynn back there, she was the fast one, so we had to pass around her, and we figured it out eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. I think your assist kind of broke the game open for your team a little bit. You took a great touch in the middle of the field, went forward, passed it up to Maggie. Did you know she was going to finish when she got through the defenders?
Maggie's one to finish when she's up there. And we had that give and go right before it, so I knew it was going to be the one that we needed to finish.
Yeah, let's talk about your free kick for a second. Did you think it was going in?
Well, actually I did. I was going for that upper 90, but that was like my second free kick I've ever taken. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty. Hey, for the second kick, that's not bad then. We're here with Macy, our Next Generation Films player of the game. Ontario now advances to the district finals to play Madison. Yeah. Now, you tied earlier in the season. What's your thoughts? I know you just came off a fresh game tonight, but you got number 1 Madison waiting for you on Saturday. What are you thinking?
Well, it's going to be a great game, so we're just going to have to fight back because we know it's going to be a tough one, but the easy passes, the simple passes, getting around the center mids, because we know the outside mids are going to be open. So we just got to get to the outside, cross it, and finish.
Absolutely. Here with Macy, great game tonight. 2 assists, 2 great assists kind of separated for your team tonight. You played fantastic. Great job. Next Generation Films player of the game. Good job tonight. Have a safe trip home. Good luck on Saturday. Good job. It's good to see you up here.
Yeah, good seeing you.
All right.
Good
job, Macy. Thank you. So we are here at Lexington Stadium wrapping things up tonight. What a great victory for the Warriors, 2-0 over the Lady Colts. Lady Colts had a terrific season, and Brian, they are a young team. We expect to see them probably back in the same situation next year.
Pretty much all the teams that were here in this Final Four. I mean, those are the teams that we're accustomed to seeing. Maybe Lexington you would throw back in the mix, look for them to take another step too. But you're right, only 3 seniors on this Clear Fork team. They had some studs. Certainly McHugh and Galco are going to be missed, but you're going to see them back here at this point in the district round and maybe even take a step further and get into the championship as we move forward. But, that's next season, Jesse. Let's talk about Saturday night right back here at Lexington where we got a great matchup. Two teams that went toe-to-toe. They played to a draw during the regular season in Madison and then also Ontario, who should get Kyla Spencer back, so they're going to be at full strength. I mean, this is going to be a really fun matchup. What do you think determines this thing? What will be the key that ends up seeing who moves on to the regional round?
Absolutely. I think it's who can dictate their offense the quickest and the most efficient. I think for the Warriors, it's can you get the ball in dangerous areas and get quality shots on goal. As we watched Madison Vermilion tonight, Vermilion could not do that. They really didn't get close to getting a dangerous opportunity off. I think Ontario's got a little different kind of skill set than maybe Vermilion. So
sure.
I expect Ontario to be able to make some plays, and then can you capitalize? Can you capitalize on the big moment and finish in the box to be able to give yourself a chance against Madison? For Madison, I think, can you keep doing what you're doing? The way they have been playing is just lights out, so dangerous from so many different parts of the field. I mean, every player tonight was playing the right play, looking to make the extra play and just to find a good goal for the team. You saw so much unselfish play that they're all about trying to set themselves up to win games. And obviously their goal this year is state championship, and they know that one of the biggest tests that state championship is going to be this Lady Warriors team on Saturday.
Yeah, the team that advances, I mean, the regional is going to be pretty soft. I think probably the winner of Saturday's game you will see in the state Final Four. I think you can almost go ahead and book it. These are two really good teams, two top 10 teams in the state that are going to go head-to-head, and we're going to have it for you live and free right here on the OH Report. So make sure that you tune in on Saturday. I believe that's a 2 o'clock kick?
2 o'clock kickoff.
2 o'clock kick. Tomorrow night, we're going to have another great one at 6:30 p.m. We've got Lexington in Ontario, so real quickly, give me your thoughts on that one. I mean, this is an awesome rivalry, bro.
I just love this time of year. I mean, you get to watch, Clear Fork, Ontario girls, you can see the Madison girls, but then on the boys' side, the past couple of years, these matchups have been so much fun. I think overtime a couple of years ago, Lexington has been pretty dominant in the past couple of matchups they've had. Lexington's team is loaded right now. For Ontario to win, they're going to have to probably play the game of the year, if not the game of their life. That Lexington attack is dangerous. They can score a lot of goals in a hurry. So I think Ontario's going to have to defend really well. And you really got to watch with Ryan Parker. He can't be the playmaker for Lexington. If he can start scoring goals, start setting up assists, it's going to be over for the Warriors. So matching up against him, making sure he gets touches kind of away from goal, not able to set things up. Obviously easier said than done, but I think that's key. That's got to be key for the Warriors.
No question about it. It's kind of like the Taylor Huff thing. How many people do you throw at her, and does it really matter? With Ryan Parker, the same thing. I mean, he's just so talented. What do you really do with a kid like that? Try to slow him down, but you definitely can't completely stop him. So that's coming up tomorrow night. Soccer, of course, on Saturday, and then on Friday night we got a couple of live streams as well. So the OH Report is going to be your place to tune into if you want to watch live and free high school sports all the rest of the week into the weekend. But for now, we're going to be signing out here from the Lexington Soccer Complex. Two great matches. Madison flexed their muscles tonight. They showed you they are the #1 team in the state for a reason. And then Ontario, shorthanded without their top playmaker. They're all Ohioan. Moving on to take on the Lady Rams should be a really fun one. I'd like to thank our entire crew out here. On the top camera, we had Travis Berardi. Down on the field, we had Garrett Parlett and Storm Blunchley bringing you all those great close-up shots. Directing tonight, as always, Adam Thompson. My name's Brian Skronsky. This is Jesse Ryder. Thank you all for watching out there. We'll see you again tomorrow night for the district championship. Ontario versus Lexington. So long for now.